Hello, hello. I am so happy to see all of you guys here to listen to what I have to present to you. I'd like to welcome you to PowerOn Express Business 1.0 presentation, where we are talking about delivering smarter energy and making money doing it. I see people here from United States. I see Europe. I see people from Indonesia, from India. I see people from the continent of Africa. I see people from the Asian countries. I mean, this is truly amazing. Oh my gosh, I see my United Kingdom team. I see they've shown up even, I mean, this late at night. So we're going to proceed and I'm going to show you what is blowing people away, something brand new, something fresh, something that's a trendsetter, something that is real with credible people and credibility behind it. See, our vision is to create a better, cleaner, and cheaper way to provide energy around the world. I ask the question, are you plugged in? And of course you are. We all are, from our cell phones to our cars, our homes, our schools, and even our sources of food. Without energy, we are literally powerless. Our whole existence depends on production, distribution, and consumption of energy. One tradable commodity that none of us can live without. Now we talk about disruptive industries, and a lot of times who gets involved in making a lot of money in disruptive industries are the insiders, the financial institutions, the corporations, the wealthy people. But here is your opportunity to be on the cutting edge, okay, to be ahead of the crowd. This is where we're going to integrate or converge blockchain technology, which is cryptocurrency, energy storage, and network marketing. And those of you, some of you are here not for the network marketing, but you're here for the cryptocurrency. Some of you are really excited about renewable energy. This is for you too. And then of course we have our network marketers who's going to encompass all of this. Okay, so this presentation is for each of you without a doubt. Let's talk about phase one. It is where we're going to digitize energy. We're talking about energy, renewable energy, combined with the blockchain or cryptocurrency. That, my friends, is your future. Cryptocurrency. See, in just 8 years, Bitcoin's market cap is now beyond an all-time high of over 16 billion as of February 2017. Even back in December, it was over 15 billion. You see how quickly their market capitalization is increasing. Bitcoin is a disruptor. It has led the path, it has smoothed the path for and opened the door for other digital currencies. This, my friend, is the disruption of the concept of money. I remember back in 2009 when some of my colleagues in Skype just told me, Faith, I can give you some free Bitcoins, or, you can buy them for 1 cent or what have you. And what my response was, because my eyes were closed and my ears were closed, I wasn't willing to look outside of the box. And I said, quote, that is the silliest, most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Bitcoin, digital currency, nobody will ever use that. While some of them made a lot of money in that deal, I decided to go with Iraqi dinar, and I'm still waiting after 12 years for that to pop. So I am telling everyone now on this call to open your ears, open your eyes, give me your undivided attention, and I'm going to tell you how you can, in just no time flat, can be on the cutting edge, be on that cusp, okay, of making money in the cryptocurrency arena. Our coin is called XeCoin, just like Bitcoin, just like the dollar bill, just like fiat money, the dollar bill, the Great British Pound, the Vietnam dong, the Nigerian naira. All of these currencies, the fiat money, they're really not backed by anything. There's no gold standard backing any money these days, I tell you. But all cryptocurrency is just like our fiat money, is based upon, the pricing is based upon supply and demand. But however, XeCoin has a special oomph. And that is, it is 100% underwritten by stored energy generated from the current and future assets and revenues of our mother company, Exergonix. where we're going to create a real currency with a real, true, intrinsic value. How exciting is that? I'm going to talk about that a little more. If you take a look at our YouTube channel, the team's YouTube channel, I'm going to have a lot of things on the blockchain, on the Ethereum blockchain with smart contracts. I'm going to do some comparisons between the Bitcoin um, um, blockchain technology versus the new ones that are coming out there. And our coin, XeCoin, is developed on the Ethereum blockchain technology with the smart contracts. It is truly amazing. Let's talk about the energy now. In 2017, we expect the global market to grow 47% in terms of new storage capacity deployed. Okay, from the already record-breaking year last year in 2016, it is going to be a blowout. And many people don't know anything about what's going on in the global market in terms of renewable energy. Okay, and most people are going to jump on the bandwagon when it's been proliferated with many network marketing companies, many corporations. They are spending billions of dollars today, corporations and these entities and government entities, on this global market. So we are right there. We are in the right place at the right time. It's all about timing. See, Navigant, who is a think tank, if you will, they do a lot of research on up and coming trends and what to look out for and where you can bet your dollar on. They through 2020, Navigant forecast over 29.4 gigawatts of new storage capacity to be deployed worldwide across all industry sectors, and is expecting a compound annual growth rate of 60%. That is massive. Let's talk about network marketing, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you, in the United States alone, growth in network marketing has been at its all-time high in 2016 for the sixth straight year, reaching $183 billion in 2015, an increase of 7.7% since 2014. In 2015, about 103 million people were involved in network marketing globally, up over 4% from 2014. I tell you, there's almost a 5% increase from 2014, a new record high, outpacing the growth of both the overall United States retail sales, which is only 1.6%, and the United States gross domestic product, our GDP, increased 3.5% in 2015. So network marketing isn't dead, contrary to what the naysayers say. They also say that cryptocurrency is a fad. Let me tell you that cryptocurrency is not a fad, because I wrote a white paper just a few days ago in LinkedIn about the cryptocurrency trends to look out for in 2017. See, we're going to see greater development of the blockchain technology, and there's going to be reduced venture funding required by a lot of these startups. Okay, because now they're doing crowdsourcing, crowdfunding, utilizing cryptocurrency, and then cryptocurrency is going to further mature more and more as an asset, and not just Bitcoin. We're talking about that whole cryptocurrency and the altcoins that are out there. Cryptocurrency is not only a speculative asset, ladies and gentlemen, it is also becoming a viable alternative to fiat currency as a means of paying for goods and services. So what do I mean by that? Look at Airbnb, Overstock, limousine services, Chicago Sun-Times. I'm from the Chicago land. Look at there's a Polish airline that takes Bitcoin, Dish Satellite. We're talking about Victoria's Secret, Dell, Target, CVS, WordPress, Subway. We're talking about Home Depot and Kmart and PayPal and Sears and Apple App Store and Grooveshark and Zappos and many, many more. There are over 200,000 merchants accepting Bitcoin today. Shucks, even Domino's Pizza, they set up a website called pizzaforcoins.com. See, everyone wants their pizza, and I want you guys to look up pizza and Bitcoin in Google, and you'll find out the story about the young man who, when Bitcoin was at an all-time low, he purchased a pizza for loads of Bitcoins, and that pizza store owner made a killing, a multi-millionaire today. But that had to have been a good pizza. And I tell you, we've got the Republican Party, we've got the Democratic Party, the Libertarian Party. They all take Bitcoin. Donald Trump accepts Bitcoin as donations. Okay, and the Universidad de las Americas Puebla is a Mexican university that actually accept Bitcoin for the tuition. See, there are shops in Japan accepting Bitcoin, and it's increased drastically over the last year by almost 5 times. I tell you, cryptocurrency is not a fad. It is for real, but there are so many people who know absolutely nothing about it. And look at network marketing, same thing here. We have 46% of the global retail sales are performed in network marketing by Asian Pacific folks. 19% by Europe, 34% by the Americas, North, South, and Central America, and Africa, and Middle East. Right here, this little slither you see here. But I tell you, they are growing exponentially as well, because we have some folks on our team who are from the continent of Africa. We have folks on our team who are from the Middle East. I'm telling you, they are not half stepping. This is really exciting, these three energies coming together. And let me tell you about credibility. You know, I can say whatever I want to, but who's at the helm? Who's running the show? That is the key. In our case, we have Mr. Don Nasanka, and I had the opportunity to meet him out in LA when they had a leadership event out there in December of 2016. He's the chairman, the president, and the CEO, a rather humble man, but rather intelligent, very industrious, and he gets the job done. He's been globetrotting around the world with some of the other leaders. They've gone to Romania, Bulgaria. They've gone to, I believe, Hungary and Lithuania. We're also all going to go to Bangkok at the end of the month, and I want to see each and every one of you at the end of February out there in Bangkok, because this is going to be a blow-up event, and statistics and research have shown that those who attend events typically are the ones who win, are the ones who become the most successful. So get there while you can, and I'm going to talk about it at the end. So let's talk about the founder, Don Nasanka. He founded Kokam America. Later on, Dow Chemical, you've heard of Dow Chemical, huge multi-billion-dollar company, purchase and acquire Kokam America from Don Nasanka. It is the first lithium polymer plant in the United States, and I believe it's in Michigan and not in Missouri. Don is from Missouri. He's actually from Sri Lanka. And when he became of college age, he came to the United States, and he's been here ever since. He's got a beautiful family. He's grounded here, and he's here to stay, you know, and I'm so happy about that. He's the former director of Enersys. Look up Enersys. It is the world's largest industrial battery company. He was recognized by President Barack Obama for the Innovation Campus, where they take our children and they prepare them for the new innovations that are coming out in technology and getting them prepared for the new workforce. He was honored by the Lumina Foundation, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, for his contribution to education and the idea of the Innovation Campus. Go to our YouTube channel for our team, and you will see a video there about all of his accomplishments, particularly in the area of giving back to the people. He is very much a humanitarian as well as a businessman. I'm telling you, he's a wonderful guy. He's the board member and trustee at MRI Global. MRI Global is the managing body of the National Renewable Energy Labs, and that is the United States government authority on energy. So hey, if the United States government considers him an authority on energy, we're in the right place with the right people at the right time. So let's talk about Exergonix energy storage. Exergonix is not a company that just came up yesterday and said, we're going to create a network marketing arm and we're going to throw some cryptocurrency at it and we're going to tell everybody we're going to create these great products. These products are already out today. Exergonix is one of the leading producers of distributed energy storage systems technology and a pioneer in the industry today. As a matter of fact, Don Nasanka, he is actually has about 30 years, 25 to 30 years of experience in the industry. And I believe he received his bachelor's and master's of science in the area of industrial engineering. Okay, he combined the advanced nanotechnology. And what is nanotechnology? Nano means tiny. So it's kind of like taking a big, huge mainframe computer. I used to be a computer operator back in the older days when there were huge machines in a big cold room where we have to put our coats and scarves on. It's truly amazing. So the nanotechnology is taking that big, huge computer and breaking it down to a mobile phone or to a desktop or a tablet that we have today. And that's what he's doing with the battery and energy storage technology. Okay, Exergonix is now able to provide efficient energy storage systems that are portable, modular, and can be easily tied into the existing infrastructure without any need for expensive changes or modification of the infrastructure at any level. See, ladies and gentlemen, storing energy is now easier, and right now, today, it is in your hands. So when you get off of this webinar, you're going to get back with the person who introduced you to what I'm getting ready to show you, and you're going to raise your hand and say, I'm ready to rock and roll right now. I'm going to show you the ESS tower design, and I'm going to recommend that you go to Exergonix.com because there's a wonderful video there that talks about their products, because I'm going to do it injustice. But I'm going to talk a little bit about the tower design that they have here. It's a battery management system where each of the towers contain their proprietary battery management system. You see this little tiny battery management system? That is nanotechnology, ladies and gentlemen. They've got security software in there. They've got thermal management to avoid overheating. And this system is so smart. It has a CPU built in that as you continue to use this battery management system, this storage, energy storage system, it learns your habits and the way you utilize energy, and it adapts accordingly. All of these batteries can be stacked and stacked and stacked on top of one another as your capacity demands dictate. Okay, it's a tower architecture, and you can just stack multiple towers on top of one another. Okay, they even have this Vertigo. I'm going to talk a bit about Vertigo as one of the companies under the Exergonix umbrella, where you have these battery packs just stuck in this dock. Okay, you can actually take that and put it on the back of your electric vehicle. Every automobile since 1980 have these pins in the back, and you probably haven't noticed it. But we can take this pack, this dock, and we can stick it there, not only in electric cars but in gas cars, because gas vehicles, because your accelerator, your carburetor, your transmission, your brakes, everything about your car produce energy. And this battery pack is going to be charged from that dirty energy, and it's going to be converted to renewable energy. It is totally unbelievable. Go take a look at Exergonix.com, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I want you to go to McKinsey.com. That's McKinsey.com, where they're a think tank as well. And they're always talking about what's on the horizon, what people should look out for. And the average person doesn't read this type of research or are privy to this type of information. But I'm telling you guys, the new economics of energy storage, they talk about and how energy storage is a favorite technology of the future for good reasons. And they also have articles about cryptocurrency as well. Go check them out. This is for real. This is not for play. Let me show you the business structure of Exergonix. So all the compliance and the legal and the audits and the accounting, all of that is taken care of. Here on the left, you can have Exergonix management. When you go to Exergonix.com, you're going to click on About Us, and you're going to see Don Asanka as the head of the RAM, and you're going to see many, many, many people on his team with massive amount of experience, over 100 years combined in experience in the energy and technology arena. So Exergonix is owned 100% by Exergonix Investment Ltd. Under the umbrella of Exergonix, we have Coda Energy, that Exergonix, Don Asanka, purchased outright all of the assets of Coda Energy over there in Monrovia, California. You should check it out, man. I'm telling you, it is totally unbelievable. They're manufacturing. We're ready to rock and roll. These products are out there. They've been tested and demoed ever since, I believe the first demo was in 2011. Yes, they've been around for a while. Exergonix, their product. They just acquired Coda Energy. Latter part of 2016, Vertigo, I talked about the battery pack. Neighborhood Power, I believe 15 years they've been installing solar panels on homes as well as commercial entities and municipalities. Then we have Albadora. Their product is BioOctus, which is a soil, which is a product that increases the yield of crop, which is going to be something great for the farmers, not only here in the United States, but in India and in the continent of Africa, as well as on the farms in the United Kingdom, and we can go on and on and on. This is a worldwide global product. And when we get to Bangkok at the end of the month, they're going to be giving out free samples to the people in Bangkok. And then when they get back home at the end of the month, it is going to be on the market for you and I to begin to share that with other people. And I'm really, really excited about giving it away, basically. I really want to see this for myself because I've read all of the research. I've done my due diligence. I've read all of the patents, most of the patents I've read. It's just amazing. The scientist is from Norway, and he's been working on this for about 30 years, I believe. About 30 years they've been working on this particular product. So that product and that company is owned 50% by Exergonix. So I'm just going to assume that the other 50% is owned by Albadora. Okay, the guys who created the product. It is truly amazing, all organic. Now, let's go over here on the right. Let's talk about all of Exergonix and their investment partners. There's Exergonix Investment Trust. Okay, they own 100% of Global Power. Okay, who's based in Singapore. PowerOn Express, which is the direct sales, the marketing arm. That's us. PowerOn Express is owned 100% by Global Power. Now let's talk about the cryptocurrency. Global Power owns 50% of Exergonix Holding. Exergonix Investment here on the left, okay, which controls Exergonix, actually owns 50% of Exergonix Holding as well. So we're talking about a 50-50 split, you know, and all of the revenues that's coming from Coda and BioOctus and Albadora and Neighborhood Power and Vertigo and anything that they do, all of the revenues that are coming in, that is going to help fuel the price increase of the XeCoin. As I said before, the XeCoin is the only cryptocurrency that is backed by a commodity, not just only supply and demand. This is our company. This is our corporation. This is what's exciting so many people, all the way from their investment partners to us as their direct sales people, to the folks who are only interested in cryptocurrency, all the way to the folks who are interested in clean, green, renewable energy, and of course the network marketers who are PowerOn Express. This is truly amazing. And this is just reiterating or concluding that all of these companies that are part of the investment trust or Exergonix, going to be the revenues and the assets are going to be funneled and going to help drive that price of XeCoin. How about that? Should I stop? Should I go on? Let me show you how we make it work. How does this product really truly work in terms of stored energy? Okay, now I know many of you have seen the power plants and you've seen the billowing black smoke coming out of that. That's, oh God, that is pollution. That is killing our ozone layer. That is mucking with our global warming. You know, I'm telling you, it is a mess. 67% of all the energy coming from our power plants, our conventional energy plants, are wasted. And so here's how this this container works. It's like a 45-foot container. This one container alone can actually power about 200 to 300 homes, your community. Isn't that amazing? So how does it power it? Where is the clean energy coming from? Well, what it's going to do is it's going to take that 67% of all of the wasted energy. It's going to take in some hydro, some solar, some wind energy. It's going to take all of that, and it's going to go into this system, and it's going, I'm going to simplify this for you. It's going to clean the old, nasty, polluted energy, and it's going to pump out cheaper, cleaner, better energy for all of our customers. And that in turn, the more products and the more money, the more customers that we're getting, the more products that are put out there in the market, and the more money Exergonix is making, that money is going to be used to back up the price of the XeCoin. Can you guys see? price increase. Right now, that coin is about 10 cents, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what you're going to get it for. And so if you wait till next year to try to come on board, I am almost quite sure that the price will not be 10 cents. Today is the time. Today is the time for you to make that decision. And let's talk about what happens when you come into PowerOn Express. Everyone who comes into Power Express as a member, okay, and purchase a power plan will receive XE units. XE units are exchange energy units. We don't purchase the coins, pay attention. We're purchasing exchange energy units, which is a proprietary unit of energy, and it's initially today, right now, just 1 watt. And it can be utilized within the Vertigo product family or sold on the XEU platform. That XEU platform is going to go live after the commission run this week. Okay, it's going to be exciting. So what can you do with an XEU? What can you do with an exchange energy unit? Well, again, you can actually purchase products from their store that they're going to have put up as well. You can purchase the Vertigo products. So you can purchase energy to drive those products and things of the sort. But more importantly, we can trade amongst ourselves on an XEU trading platform. Okay? And then what will happen is when we've traded our XEUs, they come back to us as XE coins. There's a one-to-one relationship. One XEU is one coin today. We can convert those XE coins, and just like some of you who are already in cryptocurrency, you know, with Bitcoin, we all have these Bitcoin wallets on our computer or on our mobile phone. You know, we use them. We go to the store. We go to ATM machines and things of the sort, and we buy burgers with them, and we buy automobiles. We buy everything with Bitcoin today. So what they're going to have is an XeCoin wallet. And so this XeCoin wallet, we're going to be able to withdraw the XE coins, transfer it to our wallet, and we'll be ready to make transactions with it. Okay? Or instead of doing that, you can just say, hey, you know, I'm going to hold this baby for a while, and this is what I'm going to do. I don't know about you, but I don't want to sell mine for 10 cents or 12 cents. Right? Because I am fully confident that the price is going to increase considerably because we've got the right people at the right time in the right place with the right products, and we're on the cutting edge with 3 disruptive industries. So I'm going to redeposit mine right back into the loyalty program, which I'm going to talk about. And finally, we can trade those babies on the public exchange. That's what we do with the exchange energy units. You see this beautiful tank here, this long container, 40 to 45 foot long container. It is self-contained. It is modular. It has a 10-year lifespan. It has a 1 megawatt hour battery and energy storage system built into it. It powers an entire neighborhood, 200 to 300 homes. Go take a look at Exergonix.com. Look at their products under the utility section, and you can read more about it. They just have stacks and stacks of batteries in this baby, all of these towers in here, and they also have room in here where you can actually walk around. You know, it is truly amazing. You can actually see these containers over in Monrovia, California. So it's real. It's real. So I'm going to talk about our first product that they're going to launch, which is going to be the end of February, early March, and it is the Abadora Company. Abadora Company. Albedo is like an albedo effect. I've got a video that I created which simplifies in layman's term what the albedo effect and what the impact is upon our environment in terms of global warming, in terms of decreasing or minimizing the carbon footprint, and doing all kinds of wonderful things for our environment, okay? And the product we're talking about here is BioOctus. BioOctus, you'll find this in my video, is actually an organic, 100% organic product, okay, that they combine with a pigmentation type product, maybe seaweed, you know, to give it a color, and then they grind it up and they dry it up, okay? It becomes this powder, and then the farmers would just need to put water in it. I don't know whether the farmer's going to put water in it or they're going to sell it already in a liquefied form. I'm not sure of that, but they would spread around just like fertilizer. And I tell you, goodbye fertilizer. Goodbye. They have patents galore. We will be the only ones able to sell this. We have worldwide exclusivity, and it cools down the planet and increases the water supply. If you take a look at the top left hand photo, you'll see that on the left hand side, this soil was treated with BioArctic. On the right hand side, it wasn't. Look at the increase in the yield of the crop that was treated with BioArctic. Same thing with these potatoes here. This side on the left was treated with BioArctic. On the right is just regular fertilizer and you know, not that great. And then you take a look at the bottom, the same thing with these plants. We're talking cutting edge. We're talking about being able to make money on viable products that's going to save our planet and line our pockets and protect our future. You know, I'm really excited about this. And I talked about Vertigo. Like I said, I'm not going to give their products justice. When we talk about their energy storage solutions, I want you to go to Exergonix.com. And there's also Vertugo.com. Peak power demand, energy storage, hydro, mobile and web apps that is going to monitor your energy usage. And you'll also be able to charge all of your tethered technologies that we have stuck to us each and every day, such as our mobile phones, our tablets, our laptops, our cameras, and on and on and on. In the future, we're going to have these kiosks where we can drop off the discharged batteries and just reach into the kiosk and get charged batteries and be on our way. This mobile app here is what's going to track, measure, and share information about our usage. And I'm going to talk a bit about carbon credits when I talk about the Cube. The Cube is going to be launched in 2017 as well. Every quarter, one of these products, physical products, are going to be launched to us. Exergonix is going to launch it to PowerOn Express. It's the first ever tool for monetizing your own private carbon print. I'm going to talk about why that's important. You can measure the inside of your own apartment, your house, your building, your company, it doesn't matter. This tool is going to give us the ability to create our own micro measurement, decentralized and with the proof of art technology. For the first time, you're going to see what happens inside of your area, where you are, where you're living, where you're working. And together with PowerOn Express, it's going to give us that unique ability to apply for carbon credits as a group. Because many of you may not know this, but the government entities, what they do is for corporations that decreases their carbon print, which is bad, that decreases the carbon footprint and do some good for the planet, they actually provide them with cash. Okay, and so all of us, they won't do it as individuals, but all of us will be a group, PowerOn Express. And so these credits will be of so much tremendous value because we're all going to be saving on energy, saving the planet, and these credits will also back up the coin's value. Again, exclusively for the PowerOn Express members. We're going to talk about phase 2 and all of the products will come into fruition. But I'm going to tell you one thing. I talk to people that I mentor. I talk to some of my colleagues. We're always exchanging ideas about plans and what we need to do with our lives, but we always have all of these ideas in our head. And we all know, and I'm guilty of it as well, we all say, hey, I got this, it's in my mind. But we know that once you put it down on paper, it becomes a well thought out plan. It becomes reality that you can implement. And I'm going to tell you guys to do that in your everyday life. But this timeline that's defined here is the track record of Don Nasanka, who's our president and CEO and chairman of the board. So back in 2003, he was already working on nanocell development, automotive powertrains. You know, his battery was used, his battery technology was used in the Lotus. Remember, the Lotus was the first electric car? And now that very same technology is actually used with Tesla. And I believe Tesla has ventured off and they've created their own battery management facility, which, you know, was kicked off by what Don Nasanka has done. 2008, we've got our defense. Our military are actually carrying around every day out there while they're defending our freedom. They're utilizing Don Nasanka's technology. Even our aerospace applications. We're talking about jets that are out there today that are being flown around, being powered by these batteries, these energy storage systems. Battery management systems 2010. This is Don, Mr. Nasanka. Solar power purchase agreements 2012. See, he's on the cutting edge. As a matter of fact, in 2011, I was reading this yesterday or last night. In 2011 was when they did their first demo in Missouri of that trailer, which could provide energy for 200 to 300 houses in the community, homes in the community. So he's been working on this for a while. This is like a long term play. This is not a 1 year, 2 year play, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be in this to win it. Are you ready to run with us? Because I truly am. I'm already out of the gate. So their ESS, their energy storage system development, okay, started over there 2012. Now we're talking about the vehicle systems. Smith electric vehicles. I don't know if many of you have seen these green electric vehicles, but I have. And 2014, now you're talking about the stackable, modular, smart towers that can be used with anything to power all of us from residential all the way to commercial. Man, I am really truly excited. In 2016, Don purchased Coda Energy. Okay, not finished. He's got a timeline for the future, ladies and gentlemen. I talked about the cube deployment for the carbon credits 2017. Vertigo 2017. What's not on here is BioOctus, the Albadora product I just told you about, the increase in the crop yield 2017. The software on the mobile phone is going through testing right now. I've seen this product in person. I've seen many of the products. The Vertigo, I've seen it. I've seen the stackable batteries when I was over there in LA back in December. So they are real. They're not just a dream. Now, 2018 is going to be really, really exciting because that's when we're going to consumers' homes. We're going to have these amazing, clean, green, renewable energy products in your homes and in my home as well. The kiosk going to come a little later, around 2018, 2019, where you can, just drive on by and you can get rid of your discharged batteries and pick up some charged batteries, if you will. And into 2020 and beyond, they're talking about power purchase agreements with other renewables such as solar and wind. Okay, this baby is, the plan is just amazing. The business structure is amazing. The people are credible. They've got the experience under their belts. We're in the right place at the right time. This is the timeline for the future. So get off to a fast start. It will never be easier or more lucrative than it is now. And let me show you why I say that. Here's what happens. What you're going to do when you get off of this call, you're going to purchase either a Power Plan 1 all the way up to a Power Plan 7. It's all up to you. If you purchase a Power Plan 1, it's 199 euros, which is about $215. So I'm going to use euros and dollars interchangeably because they're almost similar. You're going to receive XE units, 1,000 XEUs, okay? For the PP5, which is the most popular power plan, it's going to cost about 5,100 euros, and you're going to receive 50,000 XEUs because they're only 10 cents each. You're going to receive 50,000 XEUs, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to show you why it just floors me, while you're going to be jumping and skipping for joy when you get off of this webinar. Okay, those of you in the network marketing area who's really excited about that and looking to drive teams and build a direct sales force and make a lot of commissions while you leverage one another's success. Okay, personal sales. If you bring someone in who purchased a PP1 for 199 euros, you're going to be credited with 100 in personal sales. PP2, 350 in personal sales. PP5, 5,000 in personal sales. See, it's easy to get personal sales here. 20,000 with the PP6 and 50,000 in personal sales for the PP7. One of the compensation plan in the network marketing component is what we call a dual team or a binary. The binary is the only portion of the compensation plan. Now, note, this has nothing to do with the XEUs, has nothing to do with your XE coins. I'm just talking about the network marketing piece, and more specifically, the binary piece, the dual team piece. If you come in at 199 euros, you can only make 1,000 euros a week in the binary, okay? You come in with the PP2 for 599 euros. You're capped out at 3,000 euros a week. When you come in with the PP5, which is the most popular power plan, you can make up to 30,000 euros a week, and all the way up to 50,000 euros a week with the PP7. Now, in addition with this binary, many of you know that a binary means two. Dual team means two teams. How do you get two teams? You bring in the guy on the left, you bring in the gal on the right. Now you have two teams, a left and a right team. So they're going to take the weakest leg, the one with the least amount of sales volume, and give you 10 to 12%. If you come in at the PP5 and above, you're going to get a debit card with your package. Okay, now let's talk about the loyalty award program, okay? How you're going to customize your reward. So now let's say you purchase a PP5 or any of the power plans. Now everything is going to be locked down. You can't touch anything for 30 days. Now after 30 days, the party starts. You may freely sell or trade 10% of your XEUs each month. The question I ask people is, why would you want to sell or trade 10% when it's at 10 cents? I would prefer to hold mine, but it's all up to you. You customize the way you want to do things, okay? Now, the loyalty reward is going to expire August 2017. They're going to come up with something else after August 2017, but I'm telling you, timing is very important. You're going to pay attention to this. Right now, today, up until August 2017, you're going to receive 1.5% extra XEUs every single week on all of your locked XEUs. Okay? That is truly amazing. I'm going to show you how that works. Let's talk about the PowerOn program, which is with your loyalty program. So you've got your 50,000 XEUs. You're going to get your 1.5% weekly reward. Your monthly will be that 10% that's going to unlock every month, plus 1.5% a week, which is 6% a month. It's going to be unlocked, and you can do whatever you want to with this. You can either re-enter the program again with these XEUs, lock them up again, or you can trade them on the trading platform, the internal trading platform, but only 500 XEUs at a time, because they want to be equitable for everyone and not just like let the wealthy win all of the time. So it'll be 500 at a time, 500 at a time. You can do multiple transactions. You can also purchase products as well with those XEUs. And then you're going to have 90% left this month that's going to be locked. So the following month, you're going to get 10% of that, and you can do the same thing over again. And then give you a real life example. This is just an example. Let's assume that you purchased the PP5. You have 50,000 XEUs. 1.5% of 50,000 is 750 XEUs every single week. So 4 weeks in a month, that's 3,000 XEUs you've been awarded. So if you had 50,000 XEUs, now you have 53,000 XEUs. Hey, follow me on this. Are you getting excited yet? You have 53,000, but not only that, they've unlocked 5,000, because that's the 10% of 50,000 is 5,000. So now you have 8,000 XEUs to make a decision as to what you want to do with it. You have 8,000 unlocked XEUs that you can manipulate and do whatever you want. You can sell them 500, trade them 500 at a time per transaction on the internal trading platform. Or you could take them all and re-enter them right back into the program. Okay, I like that. That's attractive. Or you can use them to purchase products. Okay, and then you've got 45,000 XEUs that are still locked until the next month, when 10% of those will get unlocked, and you're going to get another 1.5% times what you have remaining here. So 45,000 times 1.5%, times 6% a month. Man, oh man. Could you imagine what you're doing? You're actually building a bank account for your future. You're building a bank account for your future. For those of you who are here for the coins, this is exactly what you're doing. And when you're trading on the transactions on the platform, what you're doing is in return, you get your XE coins. That's where the coins come into play. Okay? And those are those babies that's going to be increasing in value. Okay? Remember that I said that you're going to get 50,000 XEUs if you get a PP5, right? Because they're 10 cents each. Now, let's say that the price goes up to $1. You're not going to get 50,000 XEUs when it hit $1. You're going to get 5,000 XEUs. Okay? When it goes to $10, you're going to get 500 XEUs. Okay? When it goes to $100, you're going to get 50 XEUs. It goes to 1,000, you're going to get 5 XEUs. That's why the timing is right. The timing is right now. You want to buy these babies when it is only 10 cents. And I can't not continue to emphasize how important it is that you guys jump on this right away. Because, and also, Exergonix or PowerOn Express has an unmatched compensation plan for you network marketers out there, you and I. They're going to offer us infinity direct sales bonuses. I talked about the binary or the dual team bonus. And they're going to offer us an infinity matching bonus where everyone that we bring in, that they bring in, that they bring in, that they bring in, we're going to earn a check match on everybody. So every time the people that we bring in, it's going to behoove us to help them succeed because we are going to get a check match on each and every one of them. And I already talked about the weekly loyalty award, which you haven't seen anywhere in the industry. Now let me go into detail about the direct sale bonus. When you bring folks in, we call that your first generation. These are your personal referrers. Everyone is qualified when they first come in, okay? Bonus, 5%. So if you bring in John at 199 euros, you get 100 in personal sales, remember? 100 in personal sales times 5%, that's 5 euros. You bring in George at 5,000, he come in with the PP5, 5% of that is 250 euros. You bring in Bobby with the PP4, I believe that's 2,600 in personal sales. 10% of 2,600 is 260, 130 is 260, that's 130. So you're going to get 130 euros for the PP4 guys. So that's how it works. So bring in as many people on your first generation as you possibly can, because that is the today money. That is your food money. That's what you're going to eat. That's what you're going to use to pay your bills. That's what you're going to do to treat your significant others. Okay? And those people that they bring in, we call that the second generation. And if you have 6,000 PS, that's all you need, 6,000 in personal sales. That's a 5,000 guy, and it's a PP1 and a PP2. You've got 6,000 in personal sales. Or you can bring in 5,000 guys. That's 10,000 in personal sales. So you don't have to bring in an army in order to get qualified to earn money. They're really low-hanging fruit. So you'll get 3% on all of those guys. Once you hit 10,000 in personal sales, okay, you can earn on your second generation folks. That is your third generation. You're going to get 2% on all of those guys. So here's your goal. When you get in immediately, there's no sense in sitting down. You want to get binary qualified. And what is that? You bring in a guy or gal on the left, and you bring in a guy or gal on the right. That's it, 2 folks. Your next goal is to get 2,000 in personal sales, then go to 6,000 in personal sales, and then your next goal is 10,000, and your next goal is 25,000 in personal sales. Write that down somewhere. You're going to get binary qualified. You're going to bring in one guy on the right and one guy on the left in your binary. You're going to get 2,000 personal sales minimum. You're going to drive that up to 6,000 personal sales, which is something you should be able to do in your sleep because it's not that much. And 10,000 personal sales is just 2 guys buying a PP5. Okay, so now you're qualified for some awesome direct sale bonuses. But as you continue to build and continue to bring people in, you're going to get 100,000 in personal sales. Some of you probably noticed the numbers have changed, because they were going to give us 10% bonus and they're going to get rid of the second and third generation. We believe in leverage. I'd rather work with a bunch of folks than get 10% on the top end. And they believe it. A lot of leaders believe it. So the company listened to us and kept it at 5% and kept the second and third generation intact. So we're happy. Now, this 100,000 in personal sales was 250. They reduced that for us. Hallelujah. Love them. They listened to us out in the field. So, from the fourth generation and the fifth generation and the sixth and seventh and 10th and 1,000 and a million, all the way down to infinity, you're going to get 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%. All the way down until another member in your team who qualifies with 100,000 personal sales. But hey, I want them to make as much money as possible because I get a matching check, and I'm going to show you that next slide. But in order to earn down infinity, you have to have a PP5 package or higher to get the infinity bonus. Okay, so this is what you're going to use to determine what your goals are. Let's talk about the dual team bonus. Remember, 2 teams, left team, right team. Okay, the binary. Okay, when you come in, you can only earn in the binary or this dual team bonus if you brought in that guy on the left and the guy on the right I told you about. Okay, a person on the left, a person on the right. That's all you need to do. Now you got another stream of income. Now, let's say, for example, because you're going to earn on your lesser leg. And your lesser leg is what we call your pay leg. And what do I mean by that? Let's say that you have 6,000 in group sales on your left side. Now, let's say personal sales. Personal sales mean you working by yourself and you're bringing in people. Group sales mean your whole team working and jamming. So it's easy to get 6,000, 10,000, 20,000 with a bunch of folks working with you. But for the sake of this example, let's assume you have 6,000 group sales on your left side and 5,000 group sales on your right side. Which is your lesser leg? The right side, 5,000. So you're going to get, at the end of the week, we get paid every Friday, you're going to get 10% of 5,000, which is your lesser leg, which is 500 euros in your pocket. Imagine having 10,000 on your lesser leg. You're going to get 1,000 that week. Imagine having more and more and more. That's why it behooves you to work with a team. You guys work together. You drive them to these webinars. You drive them to the training session. Jay Nolan just came on board. He is the former he's a former co-owner of Organo Gold, and he's actually owned another company. I think it's called Serengi or something like that. And he's now I believe part of he owns another network marketing company, but he does massive training, and he's been mentor to many, and he's going to be training each and every one of us. So you guys are going to make some time out and put that as part of your goals. You're going to write it down, attend Mr. Nolan's webinars and trainings, and utilize the tools that he provides you, because if you want to be successful, you got to do the work and put the work in. Okay, because some of you have paid tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars on a college education. But sometimes in network marketing, we don't want to pay a dime on educating ourselves for making ourselves and our families comfortable. Let's change our mindset, but I digress. Now, so that's what's required. Get a guy on the left, guy on the right, have your paid position, and you're ready to earn money in that dual team or that binary. Now, let's talk about infinity matching bonus. This is where your team gets paid, you get paid. So, for all of the folks that you personally bring in, again, that's your first generation, okay? So, when they get their checks on Friday, you get 5% of whatever they made. So, if a guy has made 1,000 on Friday, right, you're going to get 50 euros, right? Okay, if another one that you had brought in, he gets 10,000, you're going to get what? 500 euros. Okay, all the big. That's why it's great to bring in as many people as you can personally and build up your personal sales, and then your matching bonus is just going to shoot to the freaking sky. Okay, and now all of those guys that you brought in personally, they're doing the same thing. They're duplicating what you're doing. Because if you're doing nothing, they're not going to do anything. I'm going to tell you that right now. They're going to duplicate what you're doing. And so their people will fall on your second generation. You get 5% of those people's checks. And then all of these guys, they're working their tails off, right? They're working their tails off, and folks are falling in on your third generation. Guess what? You get 5% of all of their checks. And then you got your fourth generation, and you get 5% of all their checks. And then from the fifth generation all the way to infinity, you're going to get 5% of all of those checks all the way down to infinity when you have 250,000 personal sales. So let me go over those goals again. Get qualified, bring in the guy on the left and bring in the gal on the right. Get your 2,000 personal sales. Quickly get 6,000 in personal sales. Then go on and get your 10,000 in personal sales. Now, in order to get this infinity matching bonus, which is awesome, you got to earn it. So how are you going to earn it? You got to have 2,000 in personal sales. That's it. But just listen to me about what I'm telling you in terms of what your goals are going to be. You're going to have a goal of 2,000, 6,000, and 10,000. There's a reason for that. But you also, in this particular case, in order to earn the infinity matching bonuses on all these folks on their group sales who are in your team, your genealogy, your hierarchy, in your business, you've got to have 3 on the left and 3 on the right. So you've already brought in one guy on the left and the gal on the right. Now just bring in a guy and a girl on the left and another guy and girl on the right. You're done. You've got your 6 folks that you've brought in. Don't stop there, but that's the minimum you need to start earning an infinity matching bonus. How about you? I'm going there because that's another stream of income you're going to see every Friday, week after week after week, the more you guys are working. Okay? You've got to have 250,000 in personal sales to get from the 5th generation to infinity. Okay? And you also need to have an emerald rank status, and I'm going to show you what that's about. Let's talk about the payout rules. Every Friday you get paid. They're going to put 60% of your money that you've made in the network marketing part. This has nothing to do with the cryptocurrency part or the XEUs piece, but all of the money that you've made in the network marketing, except for the direct sales. The direct sales, let me refresh your memory, is when you bring in folks directly. You're personally referred. You get 5% from all of those guys. And then remember, you get 3% from their guys, and you get 2% from their guys. Okay, that is exempt from the 60-40 breakdown. You're going to get 100% of that every single week. But the infinity matching bonuses and the other bonuses, you're going to have 60% of that money put into a cash account that you could draw out to your bank, draw out to Bitcoin, draw out on your debit card, go shopping in their shop, pay some bills, whatever you need to do, take a loved one on a vacation. Okay? The reserve account is 40%. The goal is to keep the XEUs and the XeCoins off of the market as long as we can. Why? Because the dealers, not the dealers, the exchanges, people like me, I do a lot of exchanging of cryptocurrency. I also mine cryptocurrency. We can drive up that price. We can do all kinds of things that is not going to necessarily be good for the coin. So initially, we want to keep a lot of it internally into the system until the profits has been generated by Exergonix that's going to raise the profit. Then we'll feel more comfortable putting it out there on the market, on a public exchange. So what's going to happen is 40% of your money you're going to use to buy XEUs. So let's imagine you have a PP5, which is 50,000, and after the first month, remember, you receive 10% were unlocked, which is 5,000, and you also receive an additional 3,000 because you're getting 6% a month on that until August 2017. So you already have extras. You got 53,000 now, plus a little extra depending upon what you're doing with it. Now you're going to take this 40% and you're going to buy even more. So what you're doing, you're stockpiling. You're hoarding XEUs, which means you're hoarding XeCoins, which means you're preparing for your future and the future of your loved ones. This is totally exciting. So every Friday, you're going to buy more XEU. So guys, set your target. Don't get in and sit down and just chill. I want you to get in and run fast and hard and share it with as many people as possible, and you will then receive amazing rewards. You can win and earn a Vertigo dock. Remember, this is what I was telling you about. You can put on the cars, or you can power up your mobile phones, etc. These luxury watches, a BMW i8 Spider electric car. You want it in red, you can have it. You want it in blue, you want it in black, you want it in white. This you can have. An electric bike with an awesome suspension system. You can have that as well. A 1 million euros home, a smart home with solar panels. You want it in Hawaii. You want it in Indonesia. You want it in Japan. You want it in Chicago. Wherever you want it. You want it in Bangkok. You want it in Jamaica. You want it in Mexico. Wherever you want it, they will build it. This is truly amazing. How do you get these? You get to work. And so you notice how the recognition plan is really not dependent upon your personal sales. The personal sale requirement is rather low, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000. That's just one PP5 guy you brought in. 25,000. If you bring in 5 PP5 or you bring in, 3 PP5s, some PP4s, some PP3s, you're at 25,000. Notice how it's not increasing. What's increasing is the group sales on your lesser leg. So if you have 600,000 on your lesser leg, now you qualify for the infinity bonuses I was telling you about, because you've got to be an emerald in order to get those bonuses. So you have to have 3 on your left team, 3 on your right team, remember? In order to earn those infinity bonuses that is going to allow you to get a matching paycheck from all of the folks that are on your team. You've got to be at the emerald level. That 600,000, not bad at all, because it's not just you. It is GS, which is group sales. Okay? And at that point, you're also going to get a smart watch, and you're going to get the electric bike. And here you can get a 50,000 euros pension fund when you become a sapphire, and all the way down to the smart villa for 1 million as a royal diamond. That's attainable. Low-hanging fruit, ladies and gentlemen. The main office of PowerOn Express is in Singapore. The Exergonix office is actually in Missouri. The manufacturing facilities, I believe, they have, it's the Hawaii that they're doing the solar panels manufacturing, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But I know that in Monrovia, California, is where you'll see the containers that I talked about. So that's where the manufacturing facility is. Now, at the end of this month, I told you on 25th through the 26th of February, you got to be in Bangkok. You can actually come to our Facebook group, and I'll show you how you can do a few actions where you can get a free entry. It's only 50 euros, about $55, whatever it is, $51 or something, to enter the event. Your hotel can be paid for as well, okay? But you gotta come to the Facebook group, and I'm gonna show you how. And you can also get 500 euros pocket money, okay? And that, it's just amazing. Just amazing. So I'm going to be there, and there's research that's been done that those who attend events that are part of their business and get engaged, they are typically the ones that makes the most money. Those people who are able to attend any events typically makes the most money, proven time and time again. So I'll see you at the Chatrium Hotel Riverside, Bangkok. Make sure you're at the one at the Riverside, Bangkok when you book. I tell you guys, the power is now in your hands. Let's get going. I want to say thank you all for coming onto this webinar, for hearing what I had to say. For those of you who are interested in cryptocurrency, it's there for you. For those of you who are enthused and excited about cleaning our planet, we've got that here. For those of you who love the idea of multiple streams of income in the network marketing company, you've been addressed as well. Good night, good morning, and good afternoon.